You are losing your fights because you are worried about outcomes. You have to let go of the outcome if you want to perform the best. When you put too much pressure on yourself and too much weight on yourself, you may think that it's actually going to help you perform better, but it's actually going to make you underperform because you're so stressed out. Oh, my family's coming to watch the fight. These people, it's going to be put on social media. Oh, what if I get knocked out? What if I get kicked in the head? What if I lose? That is not a successful mental framework for being successful in fighting or in life in general. You have to do what you need to do, work hard, do as much as you can to make sure things are squared away before you step into the cage or before you step on the mat to compete. But you also have to understand that at the end of the day, the outcome isn't up to you. The outcome is out of your control. And so that's not what you should be worrying about. That's not what you should be fixating on. What you should be fixating on is what you can do to be better, to improve, to grow as a fighter, as a human being, as a person. And then that person is going to often have better outcomes in the future. The Bible says in Proverbs 16 verse 33 that the lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. And so essentially what a lot was back in Bible times, it was a form of casting lots, was a way of gambling, right? They did that when Jesus was crucified on the cross. They casted lots to gamble over his clothes, right? It's like if you have dice and you flip the dice, right? You're not in control of where the dice lands. It can land on 1, it can land on 2, it can land on 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You're not in control of that. But you are in control of whether or not you decide to roll the dice. And God is in control of the outcome. So my mindset, my training, my principles, what is in my control, is up to me. The outcome is up to God. If you guys have ever seen my fights or seen clips that I posted, before every single fight, I do this. I stretch my arms and I look up into the sky. And so for me, almost every time I walk out into the cage, I do that. Because it grounds me in knowing, it's like me saying, I say spiritually, I'm like, God, the outcome is yours. Like that's what I say when I take this posture, arms stretched out, looking towards the sky. And I say to myself, I encourage myself, I say, God, you've got me. And so because I'm so grounded in God, it allows me to be more grounded when I'm fighting. And so if you guys want to be more grounded as fighters and as athletes and as people, allow yourself to be grounded in God. Take the excess pressure off of yourself. I'm not saying don't want to win. I want to win. Of course I want to win. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win the next fight, win the next belt, win the next match, grab the next submission. Everybody wants to do that. And I'm not dismissing that necessarily. But what I am saying is if you over fixate on it too much, it's going to have negative effects. It's like if you're trying to wash your hands with a bar of soap, and if you try to squeeze the bar of soap, the soap slips out, right? But if you are the person who's just like, hey, I'm just going to wash my hands, and you go and you wash your hands, it's not that hard, right? Sometimes, unfortunately, as fighters, we have this tendency to make things harder than they need to be because we're in a sport that is unnecessarily hard. So we'll squeeze the bar of soap. Like we're like, oh, I got to go 100% all the time. Oh, I got to... But no, like Bruce Lee said, be like water, right? Water crashes, but water also flows. And so you have to have a nice balance of things. Once again, I use God as an example, or I use God as my template for the person I'm supposed to be as an athlete. So God is both righteous judgment, rules, don't do this, and love, grace, compassion, mercy, second chances, right? Jesus being sacrificed. But he is also, You're either with me or you're not, right? And so God perfectly ebbs and flows. God perfectly is hard, but also soft. Is fast, but also slow. Is rigid, but is also smooth, right? And so if you want to be the best fighter, the best man, if you want to go about combat sports God's way, you want to go about life God's way, let go of outcomes and just do what you came to do. Let God take care of the rest. Peace.